This is Rockin' with J-Man is with Antonella Rose. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Nice day at Comic-Con. So you've already worked on huge projects at such a young age. What first inspired you to start acting?
I started acting when I was 5 years old, so it's more like my mom who introduced me to acting. She used to be a soap opera actress in Brazil, so she kind of introduced me to it. And I feel like as I've been getting older, the more I'm starting to like really just love it, and this is what I want to do with my life. It's amazing and my passion.
Do you remember your first time on set and what that experience felt like?
My first time on set, I think. Oh, I started doing this so young. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but I remember that my first big network job was it's called Candy. It's on Hulu. I played Christina Gore. That's the first one that I remember really vividly. And I remember I felt like such like a mix of amazing emotions. It was so nice. I got this really cool trailer and I love the feeling of like meeting all the new people in the cast and the crew. And I remember it felt like amazing because like they also like travel you out to like these places. I was in Atlanta, Georgia, so it was all really nice.
Who were some of your biggest inspirations growing up?
One of my favorite actresses is Emma Stone. I think she really inspired me. Um, I'm not sure who else. I also really liked Anne Hathaway and Natalie Portman.
Terrifier has become a massive cult hit in horror. How did you first get involved with that film?
I mean, it was really a normal audition process, but I had known that I was auditioning for a horror movie, and I had seen a few clips of Terrifier like online before I had auditioned, so I had already known a bit of what's going on, but I wasn't as huge of a horror fan as I am now, so I wasn't entirely sure what was going on. So then, after I got the role, I watched the second movie, and I remember saying, "Oh my god, this is so cool! I can't believe this is what I'm filming." Because I had watched it about like a week into filming Terrifier 3, and I remember like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! This is gonna be what I'm gonna do for the all of the really scary parts." And I remember my mom, like after I had read the script too. I also remember I was really excited because my mom had come into my room because she had read it a few days after I did, and she was like, "Are you sure this is? You really want to do this?" Because she was like concerned I would be too scared, and I was like, "No, I'm down." And even Damien had texted me after I'd read it, and I was like, "What do you think?" And I remember it was such an amazing experience reading the script, and I was like, "Wow, I want to be a part of this. This is amazing."
What was it like being such part of such a wild and horror and decent time?
Uh, to kind of add on what I said before, it's like a lot of people would assume that I would have been like really scared, but really behind the scenes, everyone was so helpful with everything, and like David and Sam especially, like always making sure like I'm not hurting you, I'm not scaring you, I'm not traumatizing you, and I was like, no, please keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. But it was really cool, and I think it really helped me because I would see behind the scenes like everyone getting into all of their prosthetics and everything, and how all of these cool like props would be made. So I think that really helped with me.
What was it like seeing Art the Clown in full costume for the first time?
The first time I had met David, it was actually I was my first day, and he was out of costume, which I think was really helpful because then when I saw him in the whole Art the Clown makeup and everything, a few hours after that, it made it a lot easier for me to not be completely like whoa, because I knew what he looked like under. And then I remember just being kind of shocked. Like I remember when I saw it, my jaw was kind of open. And I was like, "This is
Have,
really cool."
have you ever had any fun or surprising fan interactions yet?
I've been doing a lot of these cons, and there's not entirely one specific interaction that kind of like sticks out to me because I feel like they've all been just so cool, and it's really fun meeting all the fans, and I get all of these cool like gifts and like bracelets and drawings. It's all amazing.
Switching from slasher horror to zombie horror, how did the fear of The Walking Dead compare to your experience on Terrifier?
I think it really helped because I was already familiar with like all of those like really cool like prosthetics that we see because for the walkers, if they weren't like in a mask, they would be in those prosthetics. So I think since I already got used to that on Fear the Walking Dead, it also helped transition into Terrifier.
What did you enjoy most about working in that post-apocalyptic?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I really liked how everything was. It kind of looked like it was through like a gray filter. Like I loved the vibe of like all of the sets, and I loved seeing everything and how it's kind of weathered down. Like I think if I remember correctly, I had one costume or two for like the entire show. So and it was all like really like weathered down, and some of it was like vintage. So I think it was really cool. It really helped me with like fit and like feel that like apocalypse vibe. If you know what I mean.
As a young actor, what's been the biggest challenge or learning moment so far?
I don't think there was specifically one moment because I think it's been more gradual. Like I've been doing this for a long time, my whole life. So it's been more of like every project that I do, it kind of keeps escalating and helping me, and every new person that I meet is helping me, and I kind of learn from them without even noticing. And I pick up on these things.
If you could play any role in the future, what would it be?
Oh, I really like that question. There are like two, or I don't know. There are a few that I can think of when it comes to my mind. Like first of all, I would really love to play someone in a Tim Burton movie or whatever. Like my one of my favorite movies of all time is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So to be a part of something like that, it's not a specific role, but it would be absolutely a dream come true for me.
Do you enjoy watching horror movies yourself, or do they freak you out?
You know, I liked them a bit before I filmed Terrifier 3, but it wasn't like huge, but really after I finished filming, it's what made me appreciate it all so much more. And now I watch one all the time. I think they're really cool, and I think that really helped me become a big fan of horror.
What kind of projects or stories excite you the most?
Um, Not really specific, but really like what I was saying. Like I love seeing these things for like Tim Burton, like any type of that like gloomy, dark like aesthetics. Like I really love those types of films.
If you can star in any horror franchise, past or present, which one would you be?
Oh my god. Um, That's a hard question. They're making more Scream movies, right? I feel like that would be cool. And also, if they were to make another one of The Ring, that's my favorite horror movie. They don't, but if they do, hit me up.
Do you think you'll be doing these conventions in the future?
100%. I've have been for a few months now, and it has been so exciting meeting all of these new fans, and it's been a really great experience for me so far, and I want to continue doing these in the future.
If you were on death row, what would your final meal be? And what?
I've never been asked this before. That's fun. Whenever I have sleepovers with my best friend Cassandra, I make it. It's this unintentional, but I always tell her, "God, I want Taco Bell right now." So maybe like a Taco Bell steak quesadilla, either that or some ramen noodles.
What's your annoying habit?
My annoying habit. I have this weird focusing thing. Like I always have to be like moving something in general, or like I need to have closed doors. I kind of have like reverse claustrophobia. So like if I'm in my room, like my door needs to be closed. That's a pretty annoying habit of mine. Like my mom hates it.
Do you get used to being a celebrity?
God, I don't think I ever will. I mean, it's so like surreal to me that I'll go on TikTok and I'll see people making like fan edits of me, and I don't think I'll ever get used to how amazing it all is to be like, wow.
How do you handle the attention and continuity that comes with being a celebrity, but especially with you being at such a young age?
You know, I'm not sure how to answer that because I'm homeschooled now, so I don't really see a lot of like people like at school anymore. I have been homeschooled for about like 2 years. I'm 13, so like I don't really know how like people from my school are reacting or other people because like before they were kind of I don't know how to say about this. I think they didn't really care, but I don't know how it would be now ever since Terrifier came out.
What is your biggest fear?
Biggest fear? Maybe like losing my family. It's nothing really like material. I don't like large statues underwater. Those freak me out. No. Like large like really big statues underwater. Yeah, that kind of freaks me out though. I don't like it.
What was your favorite role you have done and why?
Oh, I can't pick just one. They're all my babies. I love them all for such different reasons, and they're all very deep. But I can't pick just one. Come on.
So, have you ever played a character that you did not like?
I think there's not really a way for me to play a character that I don't like because I feel like once I understand them, it really helps me. No, I've never played a character that I didn't like. I mean, I have had characters that have had their moments that I've been kind of like, okay, that's a choice. But you know, it's like all done for a reason, and they're all characters that I play, and I love them all equally.
If you could choose your next role based on your own ideas, what would that movie be about?
What's that movie about? Ooh, I don't know. I wrote a screenplay once. I'd tell you the story, but it's so long, and I'd be here for like the next 30 minutes talking about it. But it's probably that. I'm not really sure. That's a good question, though.
What is next for you?
What's next for me? I have actually been in Toronto for about a month filming a pilot for a show called Witness Protection, and I finished in about a week. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for being on my show. It's been my pleasure.
Thank
Thank you.
you.